Deep dive into this, Max. Focus out.
Jet Dev, Ka Kang Hu. Don't compare me to him.
Wait, that's Ethan.
Wait, Ethan.
Well, they showed my
Oh,
first game.
yeah.
I don't know. I don't really care. Good shit, Ethan. Thank you.
Good job, Ethan.
That's around.
Good round.
All right, guys, 1 second. Let me just fix one thing. Cool. All right, moving on to the next clip. Ethan, we're coming to you with a 4K right now.
Ethan! Demon waits and strikes. He went for more. This guy's audacious, but it plays in Ethan. So now it's Chichu with 4 find and 30 seconds to do it. Maybe he can get his body back. Maybe there's still a second. Maybe not, because they are all
It was in the air.
2 rounds.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's move in.
For it. Good shit.
No one checks this corner ever.
Yeah.
It's a deep corner.
God, you guys suck at this. Anything else, bro?
All right,
right,
we'll
right
move on
next.
to the next one.
Next.
Go next. This is a Sheriff triple from Demon.
I actually do want to see this too.
What happened? He farmed.
Slip away. Demon 1 unnoted as of yet. Howdon desperately looking to fish him out though.
He's going to be getting the call now.
One bear right there. I was like, hopping.
This position is
Wow. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's your one for the game.
That's
One
it.
bump. Those were nice shots.
Not bad.
Not
You're
bad.
still the best sheriff in the game.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. I know you're insane.
Thank you, bro.
I'm like right there. Then
You are like right there.
I just don't use it too often.
Next.
All right, next, back to Demon 1. I think this is map point.
Can someone make a montage?
You are feeding his
Okay.
ego right now. I hope everyone on right knows. this is
Someone make a
terrible.
montage.
This
I'll
is
pay you big
terrible.
money.
Right now.
This is terrible.
try and clear through. Looks for the next target. Oh, it's
Oh my. Ooh.
This guy is
What?
something else.
That's what you did?
Can you answer it?
Jesus.
Commanded.
Okay, this was terrible.
Give me TP.
Okay. Okay.
It's foggy.
We're trying so hard to
Like we
I
literally
didn't
did
shoot
everything.
him.
Okay, I need
I
everyone
could've
to be
killed
quiet
him.
real quick.
I was not. I was. My op was.
Stop talking. Stop speaking. You guys did too much. My computer had 10 FPS because the computers are shit. There was too much util going on, and then I dropped to 10 frames. That's my excuse, which is true.
Our fault.
I won't teach
Too
you.
much
My
util.
fault.
Computer
TP
couldn't
again.
handle it.
I won't throw my deck.
Whole computer lag.
Stop throwing flash.
Yep. What What is
is
there? Let's look.
Nothing. Just
Nothing.
one. Oh, there's an
He's not even
OBP.
blind. Who
He
said he was
He
blind?
was full blind. My scope was on him the whole time. All right, go next.
I could have killed him like 3 times.
Go next.
All right, we got 2 more. This is to Boostia. We're gonna go to somebody different.
Nice.
3P.
This saved us.
Oh, this.
I got you.
Oh my. What?
That's a pretty gun.
That is. Oh. Bye bye.
Stunning.
Ethan Giggle.
Some of the dumbest thrifty rounds I've ever seen
In
today.
the best way.
Did you say dumb?
Yeah.
Dumb. That's all skill.
Dude, that is a
Michael.
nice shot. That's a nice.
Good.
That's all you, bro. Wait, that did. This gave me some confidence. I'm not gonna lie. That's all that needs to be said. There's nice shots.
All right, we got 1 more, and this one is coming from Demon 1 once again.
Focus out. Demon one, get locked in.
I'm watching.
I can't think of another time that's happened.
No.
4 rounds starting off a map like this.
They're just swinging into you.
I know.
What?
I know, just a 3K.
I mean, good job, bro.
Thank you, man. Oh, he's pissed. 1 by 1.
All right,
Someone double swing me.
let's head to the pre-submitted questions now. All right, starting off with Demon 1. This is from Sports Key to Snay. This was the first time you have played Astra for your team. How was the experience switching from an aggressive role like Jet to a more passive one for the series?
Well, I know how to play Brimstone. Controller is not that different. I can play passive. I can play aggressive. Nothing too much to it.
He's perfect.
There you go. What he said.
Boostio, also coming from Snay from Sportskita. You've expressed quite a few thoughts on Chinese Valorant in the past. Would you say that your opinions have changed today after facing Edward Gaming?
No. They are really good for Chinese team, but I don't know. They're not very good, to be honest. Kong was a disappointment.
Okay, we'll go next to Potter. This is from the Valorant competitive community. In your match on Bind versus Foot earlier in the tournament, we saw Demon 1 play Chamber and Boostio play Brim. Today on Split, we saw Boostio on Chamber and Demon 1 on Astra. Could you talk about the differences between Boostio's Chamber and Demon 1's Chamber? Is there a reason you wanted Boostio on Chamber for Split
Can I speak?
specifically?
Well,
I just didn't want to op. I hate
yeah.
opping. I'm not even an opper. Just
after a
put me on the
week,
rifle.
after a week of scrims where this kid kept not buying an op, it was a pretty easy decision.
I hate opping.
Yeah.
Not even an opper.
And I've been opping a lot on KJ, so we were just like, let me play Chamber and I'll just op every run.
Yeah, it was an easy decision. Boosie was a chamber main for a year and a half. During the whole chamber meta, he loves opping. Prior to that, he was a jet main, constantly opping. So definitely knew what he was capable of, and it was an easy decision for us.
Thank you. This is to Ethan and Potter, also from the competitive community. Yoru hasn't been seen a lot in VCT, and it's primarily been on Bind as of late. What was the reasoning behind the pick on Pearl? Was it primarily because of Ethan's ability on the agent and wanting to run a new comp to counter EDG, or was it something about the map layout itself that you thought had potential?
Sorry, was this question to me?
Ethan or Potter? Yeah.
I'll take it, Ethan.
Thank you.
It was actually, we've been cooking this Yoru for like over a year almost. It happened back in November, even pre-Brazil. Asked the whole squad who fancies Yoru. Just the type of plays that you can do in the misdirection that you can play with Yoru, and having such an aggressive player in Jogimo and also Boostio, these two always run it down and they're ride or die for each other. Having a Yoru that's going to be able to just TP in on top of that and have a double dive was really exciting. And especially because these group of guys could make it happen. Our scrims looked deadly with that combo as well. And so coming into this tournament, we knew coming straight into playoffs, it would be a nice pocket pick to come out on. So we've been putting a lot of work on that composition.
Thank you, Potter. We're going to stick with you for now. This is coming to Ganesh from Strafe. Split was a hard battle with EG only missing by an inch. What did you tell your boys so that they could dominate Ascent to force a third map?
I told them to start having fun.
You did
I
say
think
that.
the first 8 rounds was just, I always say this to the guys, but it was unlucky. I mean, starting from pistol, we were up 5v4. First gun round, we were up 4v3. So many times we had the man advantage. EDG did a fantastic job cutting noise and re-execing on us. Oftentimes we weren't ready for it, but honestly, for these guys, it was just a matter of loosening up. We were a little bit stale in the beginning. We were kind of shying away from the fights. So during that pause, it was just, hey, I think Max initiated it. Tony then said it to me in the during the match, as Max was like, hey, my ace. And I'm like, you know what? These guys always calm like that. We need some more of these comps. We need these guys to loosen up and have some more fun. So that was kind of our conversation.
Thank you. We'll now open up the floor for any questions from remote or on-site media. Please use the Zoom hand raise function if you'd like to ask a question. We're going to start with in the room with Nick Geraci. Nick.
Hi there. Thanks for your time. My question is for Coach Potter. How would you describe EDG's style of play, and what adjustments were made to win the series after they started strong on map 1?
You know, EDG have been doing a great job this whole tournament. They've shown different looks each match, from the first one to this being their 4th. Coming into this series, we were definitely expecting constant fights. We were expecting constant aggression. But like I said, EDG did a good job cutting noise. They were not aggressive in the first 10 seconds. That kind of threw us off a little bit with our timings and when we wanted to fight. And it took us an entire map to get kind of comfortable on our feet. But going into Ascent, being that second map for us, again, it's just a map that we really shine on in the mid-rounding. I think most teams do. The map kind of demands you to do that. So for us, the more we're talking and the more we're teeing each other up, we tend to succeed. So Ascent being that second map was pretty key for us.
Thank you.
Thanks. We'll stick it with the room. Commend if you want to go next.
Hi, I have a question for Demon 1. I'm just curious, do you prefer humble type players or trash talk / ego type players?
I don't care.
Thank you.
Next question.
We'll go to Ganesh at Strafe.
Hi, this is to Potter. Was there a reason you switched up comms first on Split and then on Pearl?
Pardon?
Was there a reason you switched up comps? Do you think did you did previous compositions miss something, or it's just you
Yeah,
wanted to? Yeah, go on. Sorry.
on split, we had the double dive for a long time. We made that kind of ours. We stole it from Loud and we made it even better. We're pretty proud of that, but coming into this tournament, we really wanted to figure out how to make Chamber a thing. And we've been working hard on that. We didn't show the best start, but we finished strong. So I think still for split, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the changes that we made, but I think there's still a lot to be unlocked. So not too disappointed.
About the Pearl comp, we saw Yoru back
Pearl.
and lock in, and then why did you change it now? Because obviously in this tournament itself, you played two map to Pearl twice with a different comp. Now, why did you bring back Yoru?
Well, our attack was just so doo-doo. I think our defense was fantastic. We had 9-3 half twice. And then on the attack side, we just couldn't find the gaps. And Yoru really enables that. Yoru really puts a lot of pressure on the defenders, and Ethan does a fantastic job at that. So we knew we needed a little bit of an edge on the attack side. And so that's what we worked on.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll go to Jeremy from Deserto next.
Hi, congrats on the win. So this question's for all of you. So your next opponent is DRX, another APAC team. How are you guys feeling going up another APAC team?
Bomber drop.
I want to hear Joth.
You go, Jack.
You
Go ahead,
go.
Jack.
I mean, I wish they had Foxy 9, but I mean, I'll play against Zest again, so that's it for me.
Bet. Tom? APAC teams?
I mean, for me, I've always had a lot of respect for DRX for myself, since I'm also half Korean, and I'm also good friends with a couple of people on that team. So I think it's going to be fun to play them again and beat them.
Thank you. We'll go next to Razor.
Hi, folks. This is a question coming from the Valorant competitive community. To Potter, you guys have a separate roster with EG players that you guys scrim against a lot. How much of this win on Pearl is thanks to them? Maybe if you could talk a little bit more about the dynamic of having such a large team and having them scrimmed with each other.
Yeah. Definitely huge shout outs to our reserve team. Scrims have been pretty tough to come by. And over the last couple weeks, especially having those guys be so dedicated and ready to drill against and scrim whenever we need, and figuring out our own gaps has been quite the luxury for sure. For us as well, we didn't scrim Yoru against anyone else but the reserve team. So stuff like that has been really fun. The kind of mind games that we're able to do has been fantastic. And especially for these guys, there's like this bit of competitiveness between each other. Like they all want to be better than each other, and they all want to have better rounds than each other and things like this. So having just that big group that kind of motivates each other to just keep being better has been really fun to watch this year.
Thank you. We'll go next to Nerditude, Antonio. Did you just lower your hand?
Thank you so much. You're playing. This is sorry. This is a question for Ethan. You are playing local. Most of the public support EG. Do you think this is a boost for the team?
Yeah, I think so. I think the crowd is always like a pretty big buff. I think in Tokyo, they always cheered for honestly like both teams. So as long as you were winning like cool rounds or just making good plays, it was like a huge buff. But here it's definitely different. Obviously it's like an NA buff, so it's definitely helpful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Are there any more questions for EG, either online or in the room? EG, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.